Sophie Cunningham opens up on our podcast, and I love me some Sophie Cunningham's podcast because she always gonna give you something to talk about when she does a show on her podcast. So shout out to the show.
I can't stay silent anymore. That's how Sophie Cunningham opened her latest podcast. And from that very second, the internet caught fire. She didn't hold back. She exposed names, situations, and deep truths that no one inside the WNBA ever dared to say out loud. And now, it looks like Sophie is done with the league, done with the politics, and possibly done with the fever. But wait till you hear what she said about Caitlin Clark, because this changes everything. Do you still trust Sophie, the insider who just dropped a Caitlin Clark bomb on the WNBA? Comment if you stand with her. Sophie Cunningham, the outspoken and fearless WNBA star known for her loyalty to Caitlin Clark and her fierce passion for the game, has once again dropped a bombshell.
And she might be playing elsewhere, not with the Indiana Fever next season.
Are you mourning, like, leaving that apartment?
Honestly, kind of sad. It's like leaving a little era and like the house I had, but it was so cute and I made it really homey and cozy. Spent way too much money like furnishing it. Yeah, I would agree with you. But then a week and a half later, I got told I was being traded. And so
that part's tough. That part.
Yeah. I spent a lot of money.
I should say if you're a pro athlete, actually do not decorate your house until you have a fucking 3-year contract in front of you.
In her latest podcast appearance, Sophie didn't just rant, she exposed what's happening inside the WNBA. She revealed how the league tried to silence her, how the commissioner banned her from training with legendary trainer Chris Brickley, and how everything changed once she started speaking up for Caitlin Clark. Sophie said, "They want us quiet. They want us controlled, but they can't stop me anymore." Her voice trembled, not with fear, but with rage. And in that moment, fans realized this wasn't just another rant. This was a warning shot. Then came the line that sent shockwaves across social media. Sophie said it clearly, "I am leaving this league. I can't survive in a system that kills its own players' spirit." Those words hit like thunder. She called the WNBA toxic, unfair, and corrupted from the inside. She exposed how players who support Caitlin Clark are treated differently, ignored, sidelined, or silenced. Sophie continued, "They can't stand the fact that America loves Caitlin Clark. They can't handle her popularity, and anyone who stands by her gets targeted."
I think the next team I play for, I want a bigger contract. So then I can buy a house and be homey and cozy.
Fuck yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So she wants to be able to buy a house where she goes next year. I don't listen, man. Is Sophie Cunningham worth a max contract sale? Now, I know we love, so look, she the one that stood up for Caitlin Clark and was down to fight. So I'm not going to be mad at Sophie Cunningham getting paid. I want you to think about if you feel like she's worth a max contract.
Wow. That's crazy. That could be the Liberty. It could be New York City. It could also be the Lynx, and it could be Minneapolis. Like, you just don't know.
It could be anywhere.
Fans started flooding the comments, calling the WNBA a sinking ship. Many said Sophie was the only one brave enough to say what everyone already knew. And now, rumors are spreading fast that Sophie could be leaving the Indiana Fever before the 2026 season. According to insiders close to the Fever organization, Sophie's recent behavior has the WNBA Commissioner's Office in panic mode, meetings, warnings, silence requests. But Sophie's not backing down. She told her podcast audience, "You can fine me, ban me or blacklist me, but you can't take my voice away." Even more shocking, Sophie hinted that other players are preparing to speak out too. She said, "I'm not the only one. You'll see soon."
It sounds like the Indiana Fever are not going to keep Sophie Cunningham. It does sound like the Fever are not going to keep her. From her podcast, a lot of the time she'd been mentioning the Fever, and in the most recent podcast, she did not mention the Fever.
I think Sophie needs to be compensated handsomely. By the way, I think she needs to get paid a lot of money. But in terms of her getting like a max or something like that, I wouldn't be able to do that. If she's demanding a max, I'm okay with the Fever moving on. I got to keep it real with you. I think Lexi should get paid more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be real. I think they should be around the same ballpark, but yeah, nah.
Behind the scenes, players are reportedly angry at how Caitlin Clark has been treated, from constant fouls to biased media narratives. And Sophie? She's standing right next to Caitlin. She said, "You can't do anything to Caitlin Clark. You can't stop anyone who's trying to help her. Period." Fans online are calling it the Fever curse. Every time a player joins the Fever, controversy follows. From drama with coaches, league pressure, and unfair coverage, to now Sophie Cunningham hinting at her exit. It's chaos, but Sophie claims it's not bad luck. It's design. They don't want Caitlin Clark to win, Sophie said. They want to break her, mentally, emotionally, just like they did with so many others. Those words stunned even her biggest critics. And what's worse, reports suggest the league might actually suspend Sophie, again for publicly damaging the league's image. But Sophie doesn't care. She said, "If telling the truth damages your image, maybe your image is the problem." That line alone, trending everywhere.
This is the star power that the league has needed, but once they got it, they did not know how to handle it. They fought it. They have done nothing but fight this. This is the star power that you guys have been looking for until Cathy Engelbert is gone. I believe this is also their way of getting Cathy Engelbert out. They are not entertaining the negotiations. So if they're basically saying, hey, they want Cathy Engelbert to get fired.
Now the question everyone's asking, where does Sophie go from here? Rumors are flying that Sophie could join a new sports media platform, a private training project, or even head overseas to play internationally, where she'll have more freedom and control. And what about Caitlin Clark? Sophie made it clear, "I'll always stand by her, always." She said Caitlin deserves respect, not politics. And the fact that the WNBA hasn't protected her? That's the final straw. If you can't protect your stars, you don't deserve them, Sophie said. And now, the league's silence speaks louder than any statement. So here we are. The WNBA is on fire again. The fans are furious, the commissioner is silent, and Sophie Cunningham has officially broken the wall of fear. No matter what happens next. One thing is clear, she's not afraid anymore. And if she truly leaves the Fever and the WNBA, it might just be the final spark that changes everything for Caitlin Clark. And for women's basketball forever. Your thoughts? Should Sophie leave the WNBA for good? Or can the league still be saved? Drop your thoughts below, because this story isn't over yet, not even close.